The following program is four guys talking about the happenings in the world. This show is meant to be comedic and informative. The content expressed on this podcast is for entertainment purposes only and do not reflect the beliefs or opinions of the cast, their peers, friends, family, or co-workers. This show may contain strong and crude language for the sake of entertainment. If you are under 18, please get permission from your parents to watch and listen. If you are offended by the contents of this podcast, please do not watch or listen. Now, it's time for the show.
What?
Well, hey there, this is the Trash Talkers. Guys, we're live on YouTube, so grab a seat because this podcast has bigger balls than a Mexican donkey. Guys, there's a rat again amongst us. I want to talk about that. There's a rat amongst us. But first, you can catch us streaming live every Sunday on YouTube. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram. All you got to do is look for the FLA Trash Talkers. Looks like the whole class is here, guys. Wally, what's up, man?
Hey, good morning, man. How y'all doing?
David.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Heath.
Good morning, everyone. Happy to be here.
And I'm Jay. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. We have lots to talk about today in such a short time, such as Super Bowl 59, Kansas City Chiefs against the Philadelphia Eagles. The Pro Bowl is today. The American airline crash, along with the Philadelphia plane crash. Is the new Captain America getting the attention it deserves? And David's fictional athlete draft. So let's go ahead and get started. Guess what, guys? This weekend, I was watching the movie Ninja Turtles. Have you guys seen that movie?
I've seen them
Which
all.
one? Guys, in which one?
Well, I don't know, the latest one with Megan Fox. Have you guys seen that?
Oh, no, I haven't seen that one yet. I didn't know it was a Megan Fox version. I'm on it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, so since we've been kind of doing this podcast, right? This is our third show. Kind of say, hey, we're a duo, right? We're a foursome. We're a foursome. So maybe think what Ninja Turtle would all of us be, right? What would make us that awesome team? So I thought we can all kind of go ahead and throw out our Ninja Turtle that we feel that we can relate to the most. Wally, what do you say you are?
I guess I'm Leonardo.
Leonardo, all right, the leader of the pack. All right,
Yeah.
You don't look like a leader, but all right.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
No problem.
You asked the question, dude. Like I'm just answering.
David, what do you say you would be?
Man, I think I'd have to go Raphael, man. I got the power, kind of tough, hard to beat, tough skin.
All right. I would say I'm Donatello, kind of the techie guy, running the podcast and everything like that.
That's good. That's good.
Yep. Keith.
That obviously leaves me to be Michelangelo. Surfs up, dude.
Surf's up.
Cowabunga.
You sure you wouldn't want to be Splinter?
I ain't that old.
Well,
But you're
no,
a rat.
because you are the rat. You're the rat amongst us. You're the rat amongst us. So let's talk about let's talk about
that one coming.
Let's talk about that for a minute, all right? So it's kind of interesting when the big boss calls you into the office and says, "Hey, you three knuckleheads, come in here. I want to talk to you guys."
Immediately, I was like, oh, shit. He found out about it.
Damn it, you're the rat. You're the rat, man. Got us in trouble. But hey, you know what? It's not going to stop us from doing this podcast because you know what? We love doing this, and I love you guys.
I love you, man.
Absolutely.
I love you back. Believe it or not, it was a good trouble.
It was.
Because no matter how we think about it, it was for our best interest. It was to make sure that this podcast have legs for a long time.
Yep. It definitely gave us some guidelines and
Mm-hmm.
all that good stuff. So,
Hell yeah.
but me and Jay were kind of setting that up since Monday, since we got called to the principal's office. Like, we should do a Ninja Turtle bit, see who's who.
You know what? I didn't even see that coming.
Never
And it
good.
just
It's never
surprised
good.
Keith,
It's never good to be called to the principal's office. That's for sure. That's for sure.
especially at 6:30 in the morning.
That's all right. But at least the principal said he liked it, and he said he's watching. So if you're on there, give us a thumbs up, principal. All right. This Sunday, February 8th, is Super Bowl 59. Kansas City Chiefs against the Philadelphia Eagles in New Orleans. So what do you guys think? Do you think Kansas City earned their way? Wow, we got some feedback on that one, didn't we? Do you think Kansas City earned their way to the Super Bowl? Or did they cheat their way like the Patriots did? What do you guys think?
Who go first? Want me to go first?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think Kansas City earned their way. I'm not a big Kansas City fan, but I'm a huge football fan. And the one thing that I can say about Kansas City, they learn how to win. Another football fan and myself went to dinner last night, and we were talking. The worst thing any team can do is give Patrick Mahomes the ball with 2 minutes to go.
And they do it every time.
If you're not up by double digits, and with the 2 minutes and you give Patrick Mahomes the ball, you can just go ahead and count that as a L.
Big. It should get coaches fired at this point.
The defense is very, very, very underrated. I believe Saquon Barkley is the best running back in the NFL, undoubtedly, right? But what's his name? Steve Spagnuolo?
Yep.
That man is a defensive guru, and he don't get the credit because Patrick Mahomes' presence is so huge that the defense don't get the credit they do, but they shut bitches down.
Like consistently. Hey, Wally, wasn't Spagnuolo, wasn't he the defensive coordinator for the Giants when they knocked off the undefeated Patriots too in the Super Bowl? I think he was.
Oh, I believe so. Yeah, he might have. Yeah.
They had that, they called that D-line, that NASCAR package where they were just rotating and fresh legs every 3 plays.
But they had a killer D-line though. That D-line is probably like the best D-line ever in history of football.
Well, the thing about Kansas City, they got a Hall of Fame head coach. They got a Hall of Fame defensive coordinator. Now, did they earn it? What do you mean by earn it? Yeah, they went out on the field. They played the games, won a lot of games that were close. But then there's a lot of talk about the refs getting involved and kind of, giving them some favorable calls, especially, late in the game when the tight end for the Bills, what's his name? Kincaid, on third down, got the ball and looked like he got the first down. Now look at watching it live, it looked like he did make it. But you always have to go back to where the knee hit the ground and where the ball was at when the knee hit the ground. Then fourth down, Josh Allen goes, they go for it on fourth down, and then he tries to run it. And look, Kansas City knew every time Josh Allen was going to run the ball on a sneak, he was going to go to the left. So they were set up for that. But if you look at it, it was tight. Now, the call did go Kansas City way. Kansas City gets the ball back, and then that was pretty much the end of the game. Man, I tell you, man, them going into the Super Bowl, going for 3 in a row, history's not on their side. I kind of relate it back to what New England when they were going for the undefeated season. There hadn't been an undefeated season since the Dolphins in 73?
72.
So with Philadelphia, they got a great offense, man. I mean, who do you shut down? I mean, if you shut down Barkley, I mean, you got Devontae Smith, you got AJ Brown on the outside, you got Goddard running through the middle. Hurts is a weapon with his legs.
Yep.
So man, I tell you, man, this is going to be a really good Super Bowl. But there's a lot of people talking about that they're not going to watch the Super Bowl this year because of the fact of how Kansas City got into the Super Bowl. Now, will that actually happen or not? I don't know. I think last year's ratings, I think 123 million people watched the Super Bowl last year, which is outrageous. I'm going to throw a little side note on here. Y'all talk about soccer sucks and all that, but y'all have heard of Barcelona and Real Madrid. Every time that game is played, there's over 300 million people in the world watching that game. That's how big soccer is. So y'all can just.
I'm gonna add on to your side note. Damn Barcelona. Messi is leaving Miami and going back to Barcelona.
No, he ain't. No,
he said it Friday. Next year, this is his last season with Inter Miami, and he's going back to Barcelona.
There ain't no way he's going back. No way. But anyway,
who are your picks? Who are your picks? You got Kansas City. You got the Philadelphia Eagles. Who do you think is going to win this time? It is. I mean, ultimately, it is a rematch from 2 years ago.
I'm going KC.
I like to see Philadelphia win, but I think KC's got it, especially if the refs are playing for KC.
Yeah, I was all week Eagles, man. Eagles. And then listening to Wally all week at work. Now I'm like, man, that would be kind of cool to see a three-peat. But my gut's still telling me Eagles, Saquon's going to be MVP.
Let me tell y'all, I hear everybody keep talking about the refs and whatnot. I've been hearing this shit for the last 3 weeks. We got not boxing isn't the same boxing now that it was 20, 30 years ago. But remember back in the 90s, boxing, if you was the champ, to beat the champ, what do you have to do to beat the champ?
Got to beat the champ.
Got to knock him out.
Got to knock his ass out.
Yeah.
If it's a close game, the judge is going to favor towards the champ, right?
Well, I mean, you look at history, man. All the greats get the calls, right? You go back to Jordan, LeBron. I mean, all the great quarterbacks usually gets the calls, and the great teams get the calls, right? Yep. I mean, so man, I really don't know who's going to win this game. That defense for Kansas City is going to have a tough time with the weapons that they have. They load the box, right?
Yep.
Down, just stop Barkley. Now you've got the wide receivers and the tight end just going crazy downfield. And then I tell you, Philadelphia's defense, man, is really good too, man. That defensive line, Carter, oh my God, he's a beast. I mean, he's a beast.
Yep.
The one thing I saw last week, man, on with Kansas City against the Bills, the Bills defense, they took Hamlin, the safety, dropped him, and he covered Kelsey one-on-one every time. So they didn't go zone. They basically locked up Kelsey one-on-one. I think Philadelphia is going to do the same thing. Now, the thing with Kansas City, who do you lock down other than Kelsey?
Hollywood Brown went the fuck off.
Yes, he did. And Worthy. They both had good games.
Because of the defensive package they chose. They took Kelsey but opened up 2 other people.
Yep. And talking about the Eagles defense, yeah, that D-line is good. Carter's amazing. You look at the back end, it kind of reminds me of, and not that he's he's not the caliber of Charles Woodson, but Darius Slay back there, man, just being that quarterback for the defense, the veteran, to seeing everything. Man, he's a force.
Yeah. It's going to be tough, man. I think it's going to be a really good game. Oh man. I guess if I have to put money on it, man, I guess I put my money on KC because until they lose, man, how do you bet against them? I don't know.
I don't know what the over-under is yet, but that's what I'm betting on, the over-under. I ain't betting on the winner because I think it's a 1-point game. I mean, Vegas don't know who's going to win. KC's favored by 1.
Oh, really? Yeah. I didn't see that. Okay.
Yeah.
I believe this is the first time that they've been favored.
KC?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So does that mean the jinx is on now?
Yeah,
exactly. kind of.
Vegas is setting me up. I'm not falling for it.
So we'll see, man. I think it's gonna be a really good game, though. I mean, they're 2 good teams. They're well coached. So yeah, I'm excited about it, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good game. Do you guys think it's going to be a high-scoring game, or do you think since the defense is pretty tough on both sides, do you think it's going to be a low-scoring game and it's kind of a back and forth the entire Super Bowl?
Well, update. Vegas think it's going to be a high-scoring game. The over-under is 49.
Oh, see, I think if it's high-scoring, it favors Kansas City.
And KC, the odds changed a little bit, not much, by half a point. They're not in favor by 1.5.
I think if it comes down to a close game and Eagles just run the ball better than any team in the NFL. Saquon's, I think I saw like 34, 36 yards away from setting a record for all-purpose yards.
Yeah,
in the
total
season?
yards in the season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this: when Bills played Kansas City, in the regular season, the one thing they did was run the ball, control the clock, and kept the ball out of Kansas City's hands. Now, Philadelphia is probably going to do that. The problem with that is Barkley goes 60 yards every time he touches the ball. So, Kansas City is going to get the ball right back after that. But
yeah. Oh, yeah, true.
So that has the potential to go a high-scoring game.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that, you're right, Jay. Wally, that could backfire on the Eagles if you keep giving Kansas City the ball. They're going to keep doing Kansas City things.
And Kansas City, a bunch of me and my friends, we used to always have a saying, you can't kick field goals on Tom Brady. You can't kick field goals on Patrick Mahomes. And that's how Buffalo lost. They were kicking field goals and Patrick Mahomes was scoring touchdowns.
Yep. 7, not 3.
Yeah, and that puts pressure on the offense, right? So if you're Philadelphia, you got the ball, and let's say it's 4th and 4. You know what I'm saying? Are you going for it? I mean, you almost have to, right? Because you have to, put the ball in the back of the end zone.
Yep.
So that puts a lot of pressure on the offense too. So, to me, this is probably the best matchup you could actually have this season going into the Super Bowl. I think.
Yeah.
I think they're the two best teams.
For Vegas to have it 1.5 favorite a week later, I mean, they have no idea who's going to win.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's evenly matched.
Definitely going to be a tough one. Fun game to watch. I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure you guys are. You guys doing anything for the game?
As of right now.
No Super Bowl party, no going anywhere?
A buddy of mine usually has a party I'll end up going to. I haven't heard from him, but that's usually the last second thing anyways. But
I don't know about you guys, but if I don't go to bed by a certain time, I'm no good the next day. So
fair enough.
So I probably will watch up to the third quarter and watch the fourth quarter when I come home from work the next day.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just keeping it here at the house. Probably going to put some ribs on the smoker and be ready for 6 o'clock.
Yep, that's about me too. I'm ribs. Typical order from the kids. They want chicken wings, so smoker, and probably make a run to my favorite meat market and load the fuck up.
Sounds good. Sounds like we all got our Super Bowl plans. Today is also the Pro Bowl. I'm sure you guys know about that. The Pro Bowl is today at 3 o'clock at Camping World Stadium. I'm actually going to the game. I'm taking my son to the game. This is going to be his first live football game in person, even though it's just a Pro Bowl. What are you guys thoughts on Pro Bowl? I mean, we kind of went from tackle and now we're going over to flag. What do you guys think?
Pussies. Every one of them.
Well, you go back in the day, man, back in the 80s, 90s. I mean, even before that, the Pro Bowl was out in Hawaii and they played football, and those guys didn't make nearly the amount of money that these guys today do. And I get injuries and I get all that. But the Pro Bowl was to see the best of the best play against each other. And, okay, so today, if you get hurt, it's not like you're going to miss out on – I mean, you're going to miss out on some money, but it's not like you haven't already made money in order – you know what I'm saying? It's like guys today have way more money than the guys that played back in the day that did it. And if you're worried about injuries, it's not like you're going to go broke if you get hurt in this game and miss a couple games going into the next season. And I don't know, man. I mean, I get it to a certain point, man. It goes back to almost like the NBA with load management.
Yep.
I mean, at the end of the day, man, I want to see the best players play against each other and play some football, hit each other, and see what it looks like, man. But
I agree.
I don't know how to get back to that. What do they have going on I think Thursday night with the quarterback challenge and a spike?
I was just going to ask, did they still have that quarterback challenge like they did in the 90s, like where who throws the ball the farthest, the golf carts crossing?
They do it at Wild World.
So cool. I remember that.
Wild World Yeah.
It used to be in Hawaii as well. It's like the Pro Bowl was. It was actually around the same time frame. You had the quarterback challenge, and then you had the Pro Bowl, or the other way around.
Yeah.
My thing is, I believe it's just my point of view. The NFL Pro Bowl have pussied harder than the NBA All-Star Game. It is awful. Why would you want to watch grown-ass men that we see tackle each other every day play flag football? What's the difference between them guys playing and tackling versus in a regular game? Like Wally said earlier, they all millionaires.
Yeah.
They're all millionaires. They all paid. And I say bring the All-Star game back to after the Super Bowl. The All-Star game, the Pro Bowl, used to be a week after the Super Bowl. So if anybody that participates in the Super Bowl was nominated for the Pro Bowl, it's their option to play or not.
Oh, isn't that right? That the KC has some guys nominated, but they're not going to play because of the Super Bowl.
And the Eagles.
And the Eagles, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they don't want to risk the injury or
they're getting ready for the Super Bowl now. They don't have time to do that. You know what I'm saying? It would have to be after the Super Bowl in order for them to play.
Yes.
Well, see, that doesn't make any sense. You want to see some guys in the Super Bowl playing in the Pro Bowl, don't you think?
Don't you want to see Patrick Mahomes in the Pro Bowl? Don't you want to see Saquon Barkley? Even I believe Saquon Barkley would be fantastic in a flag game. I played adult flag football, and Saquon Barkley was the kind of player everybody wanted on their team.
Yeah. Yep. They want them. They want the Tavon Austins on the team.
Yeah.
But you want to see the best of the best, man. So so it's one time out of the year, man, where you have the best defense you can put together play against the best offense that they can put together, and they go at it and see who really is the best of the best. See those lockdown corners take on, the best wide receivers, and the defensive linemen going against the best offensive linemen in the league. I mean, that's why we used to watch back in the day. Now it's
there's no line. There's no line in this game.
I have no idea. There's no
line. There's no D-line.
You might as well just do a 7-on-7 practice drill at this point.
Yeah, pass skeletons and. Hey, Keith. I haven't watched the Pro Bowl or the NBA All Stars in years. I know NBA used to be East versus West, and then they changed it to where they were anybody. Is the Pro Bowl still? Can it be AFC and NFC on the same team?
It's AFC versus NFC.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that'd be interesting. Get AFC and NFC commingled into on a team.
The NBA confuses me because they change the damn rules every year.
Yeah.
Like you say, sometimes it's Eastern versus Western. Sometimes it's okay. We're gonna get LeBron gonna be the captain, and he's gonna pick from whoever. That didn't make sense to me. But at least NFL is still AFC versus NFC.
Yeah. Go ahead, Wally.
Well, no, I was gonna say I think the NBA actually changed it up this year. But there's gonna be 4 teams, two games playing against each other, and then whoever wins that plays the next game. I don't know. I saw something short on that.
They change it every year.
They're trying.
It's so bad that they try to change it every year to make it better.
Instead of just going back to the way it was before, man, like back in the day, just go back to the original, man. I mean, the dunk contest used to be one of the biggest things you would watch all year round, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't wait to watch the dunk contest.
Yep.
Now it's watered down. It's nothing.
Do you remember not that long ago in the early 2000s? I would say mid 2005, 2006, something like that, when Dwight Howard was dunking with a damn Superman
cake.
Yeah. And what's the kid that plays for Denver right now? I think he was Gordon. I think he kissed the rim or something, or blew out a candle on the basket or something. That you don't see that kind of stuff no more.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, that's interesting, Walter. I didn't know that NBA did the like a 4-team playoff. If you want to make it interesting, just off the top of my head, have all 4 play at the same time and have the course like an intersection. So somewhere in the middle, it's going to be a clusterfuck. That'd be hilarious to me.
Oh Jesus, you're going to be a bunch of injuries.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, I think the same thing with NASCAR. You want me to watch NASCAR? Put like deer crossing, school bus stops. Shit like that.
Well, I I don't know if I don't know the exact. I saw something on ESPN going, on ESPN they were talking about the NBA All Star game, and I heard something about 4 games or something. But they also talked about having the international players play against the U.S. players, and the All Star game against each other. So kind of like a USA against everybody else.
Don't we see that every 4 years in the Olympics?
Yeah, but I mean, it'd be pretty interesting. Yeah, but a lot of those guys that you see, from other, countries, you don't really know who they are. But if you take all the guys from the NBA who's from other countries on one team, and you take the best of the U.S. and put them on the team and let them play, I think that'd be pretty interesting.
Yep.
So,
yeah,
that wouldn't be bad.
But yeah, the NFL All-Star game is basically a joke. These guys come down here, have a good time, take their families to Disney, Universal Studios, go to all the theme parks, and then they go out and play a flag football game at the end of it, and they all go home. Yay!
The first year that it was ever in Orlando, I want to say it was 2015, 2016. Man, it was freezing. I went to the very first one in Orlando, and it wasn't Orlando weather. It was, I want to say, in the damn 30s.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't enjoy that game.
Well, I think last year it rained during the. Was it last year it rained or the year before?
I'm looking out my window now. It's overcast now.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, looks like it's going to rain today, so have a good time, JG.
I appreciate it, and I'll keep you guys posted. I'll take some video of us getting soaked out there.
All right,
streak the field.
Hey, so you guys kind of touched on the NBA. Keith, you said that there was some breaking news this morning in the NBA. We all woke up to something crazy, right? What do you guys think about this? This is kind of crazy.
It's not even safe to go to bed anymore, man. I went to bed pretty late. I went to bed around midnight, and I woke up at 7 this morning, and damn it, Luka is traded to the Lakers, and Anthony Davis traded to Dallas. What in the world is going on here?
Luka's from Real Madrid, by the way, over in Spain. I had to throw that out. But yeah, that's pretty wild, man. I don't know what the Lakers did. Huh?
There you go.
There you go. I don't know. You got some feedback on your.
Yeah, it was some bad feedback on you. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Maybe I was a little too close. But yeah, Luka is he played in Spain. That's where he's from. He played for a Real Madrid basketball team over there, and then came to the NBA. But Dallas trading him away to LA is pretty wild.
Definitely unexpected.
I mean, he's 25 years old.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. That blew me away when they said he was 25 years old. Seemed like to me, Luka been in the fucking league for 10 years.
Well, he's 19, I think, when he came into the league.
God damn, 25?
Yeah, he's an all. I mean, he was a phenom in at Real Madrid, and Dallas, drafted him and everything. But for Dallas to get rid of him or trade him, however you want to put it, is, I mean, he's young. He's 20, like you said, he's 25 years old. Like, why are you getting rid of a guy who hasn't even really met his potential? I mean, he's going to get better as he gets older, right?
He's still got 6-7 years to where he's got before he starts declining.
I don't know, man, because like Wally just said, he's been playing. He played professional in Spain. He said the country he's from. He's a Spaniard.
Yeah. Well, I don't know exactly where he's from, but he played for Real Madrid in Spain.
Okay, well,
as a teenager.
Anyway, he's been a professional player since he was 16, 17 years old.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how many? He might be 25, but shit, he had the body probably of 30-year-old if you look at the game time.
Well, I did hear reports today that the reason why Dallas made the trade was because of the fact that he doesn't take care of his body. He's injured right now. He hasn't played since Christmas with a calf injury. So I guess next year he's coming up on a big contract. And they didn't feel like that they wanted to pay him $300 million a year because of the fact that he doesn't take taking care of his body serious. He doesn't eat right. He doesn't, work out, and hell, man, I think I've seen him or heard. Actually, I think I saw a video of him drinking a beer before a game. I mean, he's just one of those old school cats. You know what I'm saying?
Jordan did it.
Smoking a cigar.
Jordan did it.
So, well, Jordan did it after the games. I don't know if he did it before the games, but
Barkley did it.
probably. Hey, back in the day, those guys did a lot of things like that. But I guess that's one of the reasons is the fact that he's been injured lately, and the fact that he doesn't take care of himself. But for LA Lakers, man, you get rid of Davis, right? You don't have anybody down.
Who's in the middle?
Yeah, who's in the middle? Who's taking care of the boards, right? I mean, their defense, they're not a really good defensive team, or good defensive team. So you take him out of the middle. I mean, you're going to be exposed. I don't know, what does that mean for LeBron going forward?
Because they basically the same player.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're basically the same player. There's only one ball.
Yeah, Luka and LeBron basically do the same thing, right? So
LeBron will go work the middle. It's all set up, man. He's getting his son to be the next superstar, and he fucking sucks.
Well, I mean, he went for 30 the other day in the B League, from what I
in the G League. Bro.
G League, yeah, G League. I'm sorry.
My 51-year-old ass can go play in the G League.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I can get 20. I think I can fuck around and go triple double.
At the end of the day, man, they're still professional athletes, man.
Yeah. I'm just a hater, man. I'm jealous. He's making a shit ton of money. And
listen, that's crazy. You say that he got traded because he don't take care of his body. Because I don't know if anybody ever in the Dallas organization knows that Anthony Davis stays hurt also.
I was going to say that too. I'm like, you traded an injury for an injury here. And
well, Davis is hurt now. I mean, he's got an abdominal injury that.
He's 30 and he's 31.
Yeah, he's older.
Oh, jeez.
So does LeBron go down in the center now because he's big enough to play down in the middle? Do you rotate him and put him down in the middle and then let him rebound and do things where you're not counting on him to be a force as much as he is now, where he kind of, once again, preserving his body so he's not playing, he's not working as hard. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what the Lakers do and what LeBron does.
Yeah, I would say he's 40, and not that the NBA, obviously, clearly the NBA is not what it used to be when we grew up, but now you're going to put him down in the paint where you can get beat up more. The potential to get beat up, I guess.
Well, what's the over-under that he gets traded?
LeBron?
Yeah. Because look like they're revamping the team.
They're not going to, they won't trade him. Too much money. And then he still has a son there. It's going to be a package deal. So if you trade LeBron, you got to trade Bronny, right?
I was on Sports Illustrated this morning, and they said that there's whispers that they are sending both James to Golden State, because Golden State is trying to revamp their team. They're trying to put more weapons around Steph. I know that for a fact. Even my nemesis Jimmy Butler has been rumored to get traded to
Golden State
because they trying to put talent around Steph Curry, because he can't do it by himself.
Right.
I don't know, because JJ Redick is the Lakers coach right now, and JJ Redick and LeBron is really close friends.
Well, yeah, they started a podcast last year. It's how this kind of all came about. They started a podcast, and
it's a really good podcast here.
Nobody should listen to them. They should listen to the Florida Trash Talkers.
Damn right. Ours is better.
They just got more money than us. That's all.
Yeah, right.
No traffic over to us, but we're sending traffic to them.
They have money and contacts. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting, man.
We're broken. We know nobody.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be interesting. I don't know where the Lakers go from here. With JJ being the coach and what they do from here, man, it's going to be interesting, because I mean, obviously they're putting their chips all in Luka now. So, and he's an international player. He's well known throughout the world.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, you have that piece, added to it. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I guess I think February 6th is the trade deadline for the NBA. So
that's Thursday.
Yeah, things will be moving fast.
Yes, it is.
So
that's crazy. I saw a documentary. I can't remember where it was, but it was a documentary a few years ago. And this is like when Anthony Davis first got to the Lakers, and because LeBron was already there, and they brought Anthony Davis to help him. And they basically was trying to say in this documentary that Anthony Davis was the future for the Lakers.
Yeah. Yep. And he's going to be the cornerstone.
No. Yeah. Well, I think the injuries hurt. I mean, he's been out a lot, with injuries, the past couple of years too. So
he's been injured since he played for the Pelicans.
Yeah.
I forgot he played there.
It's that one eyebrow just too damn heavy. The gravity of it is forcing his knees to be bad.
Hey, speaking. Oh, what are we doing here?
Go ahead. You're good.
I was going to say, speaking of him and playing at Kentucky. Did you see Arkansas beat Kentucky last night?
Yep, Calipari was looking sick.
Yeah, Calipari went back to Kentucky and took him down.
He looked sick.
That's great. I missed that last night. That's 44 years in a row I missed the college basketball game. So the streak goes on.
Calipari walked back to the locker room at the end of the game with his head down. He was like, "Fuck, I lost my first game back."
Oh, okay. He won. He won. Yeah, Arkansas won, dog.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah, Arkansas. Yeah, Arkansas beat him.
He was looking sick though because he got some of that Baltimore allegations going on in Kentucky.
No, I don't know nothing about that. Now you bringing up a whole nother subject.
Mark Andrews shit in Baltimore. Because there's some more people that stepped up and say that he was touchy-feely in the massage room.
Oh. That's Justin Tucker.
Justin Tucker, my bad. Tight end.
Justin Tucker.
Justin Tucker, my bad.
Kicker. Kicker. Soccer.
Not tight end. Not tight end.
Wrong tight end. He was messing with the massage parlors tight end.
I saw the news yesterday. Two more masseuses came and said, "Yeah, he touched me too."
Oh, really?
Yes.
So you're telling me I'm not supposed to get a massage on my dick with the back of her throat?
Ask for a happy ending.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I don't know what you're speaking of.
Would you like a happy ending? Yes, please. No.
I have no idea what you're speaking of.
Hey, man, you see what's going on with Deshaun Watson, man? Ever since all those allegations came out, man, he has been terrible in the NFL, man.
How much did he get after those allegations? Cleveland,
250 million
something
guaranteed.
Like that,
yeah, that was the best thing ever happened in his career.
And then he tore his ACL or Achilles again, didn't he?
Well, every year is some kind of injury, so he's getting paid regardless because it's all guaranteed money. So he just, he goes to training camp. He starts to, beginning of the season, and all of a sudden, pulled a hamstring or whatever, and y'all are still going to have to pay me. It doesn't matter. So he's never going to be a great quarterback. He's pretty much done.
Yeah, for sure.
But hey, don't forget about New England Patriots owner with the whole.
That was insane.
Kraft has those kind of allegations on him.
Kraft don't have an allegation. Kraft was caught. The feds raided the place while he was on the table.
And he went. Yep, it was me.
Yeah. Well, when you got that kind of money, I guess you can do those kind of things.
Exactly, because it was all dropped.
What you got, Jay?
Not much, man. Just want to go ahead and say that we are 40 minutes into this podcast. This is the FLA Trash Talkers. Still lots to come. We got to talk about the Bucks and Jacksonville, right? I got to talk about Sean Taylor. And who was it? LeBron's son hang out with P. Diddy. We got lots to talk about. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, or we're currently live every Sunday on YouTube. Just search for the Trash Talkers. You can interact with us live on YouTube. Just send us a message through the chat. So let's go ahead and talk about the Bucks. What do you guys think about that? That Jax won't let the Bucks interview, or the other way around?
Well, no. So the new head coach of the Jags.
Is a piece of shit.
Ball.
Yeah,
he's
that's
a piece of shit.
I don't know about if he's a piece of shit or not, but he's corny. He's corny, and that interview with him being introduced as the Jags head coach was was pretty bad on for him. You can't go in there and go Duval, and dog. If you're from Duval, you know how that's supposed to go.
If you're from Florida, you know how it goes.
Yeah. So, but I guess there's some animosity between obviously the Bucks and the Jags because how all of that went down, and I guess he was trying to get some of the assistant coaches from the Bucks to come in and interview for positions, and the Bucks blocked them. They said that they will not allow their assistant coaches to have any interviews with the Jags. So,
I like it, man. If you're gonna be petty, be petty.
Yeah, I mean, they got him under contract, so they basically can, block, any interviews from happening. So, but it's kind of wild going on.
And all the reports saying that he had a contract on the table with Tampa, ghosted them for 48, 72 hours, and then said, "Oh, I was in the hospital with my sick kid." To me, that's what makes him a piece of shit, like what Keith said.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Be a man about it.
But they were supposed. Okay, so yes, but the Bucks were going to pay him to be the highest coordinator in the NFL. So he can't be a piece of shit. Okay, but I guess. I mean, I'm trying to be a piece of shit. Offensive coordinator or head coach.
Michael Vick's a great athlete, but he's a piece of shit.
Come on, man! I don't go that far, but okay. But yeah, you're right. I mean,
come on, man. We're not going to go that far. Jesus Christ!
You only killed 100 dogs.
Yeah, who cares about that?
I mean, I'm not a dog lover.
He's a hell of an athlete on the field, isn't he?
I'm not a dog lover, so I don't think it was actually him. I think it was his cousins and his entourage that was doing most of that shit.
He is.
So he took the rap for it.
He took the rap for it. He said multiple times, "I didn't fight not one dog," but he supported it.
Yeah. So whatever. But I don't know. We'll see how good of a coach he is. Supposedly when the Jags came back and after they fired their general manager, Mayfield took the offensive line down to the Bahamas and was hanging out. And I guess they did some kind of a Zoom call or something. And Cone was talking to Baker Mayfield and the guys. And they were all telling him to take the job. So, I mean, they were telling him, "Hey, man, this is an opportunity for you to take this position, man. You don't turn down a head coaching jobs when the opportunity comes around." So, I think that's why he kind of reconsidered what he did. Now, could he have handled it better? Yeah, but at the same time, man, what does that say about him? I mean, if you look at his coaching history, he went to Kentucky, then the Rams, then he went back to Kentucky, then went back to the Rams. And if you're not a good coordinator or a good coach, teams ain't going to want you to come back after they had you in their facilities for a year or two. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you hear that, Baker Mayfield and, the offensive line were all supportive of him taking the job. Now, you could look at the other way. Maybe they were telling them to take the job because they didn't want him around anymore.
Get the hell out of here.
Exactly. So, but I mean, just, right offhand, it sounds like, they were supportive of him. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens in Jags, man. They got talent up there. He's you saw what he did with Irving this year, Irving and White, with the running backs. Jags has got ETN and what's the other? I think I got another running back there.
And you're having some mic issues there. Sounds like you're getting some wind.
Yeah, it's windy outside.
Is it windy outside?
It's a little breezy. It's nice.
We hear every time you talk.
I hope they do something with Travis Etienne. Do you think they keep Sunshine?
Yeah, they have. Well, they have to. He's under contract. I mean, he just signed a big contract last year.
But I think he's making. Good.
No, I was gonna say I think he's making $50 million a year for the next 5 years or something like that.
Yeah, and they're putting the pieces together around them now. I mean, O-line, they need help. They got that rookie receiver out there. What's his name? It's like Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah, Brian Thomas Jr. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's a stud. He was a stud this year.
Yeah, he was.
They need some help at tight end. They got was that Ingram? He was with the Giants. He or Red Commanders.
No, Ingram was Giants. Yeah.
Yeah, he's concussion city, so who knows what he's got left. But they're putting the pieces together around him. So
yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. And that owner, I think he likes to spend money. He has money to spend. But
I might email him, see if he'll invest in our podcast.
There you go.
Let's do it.
Dear sir.
Have they found a coach for New Orleans yet?
I bet as soon as the Super Bowl is over, I'm hearing Kellen Moore.
Kellen Moore. Yeah,
that's nice.
They need something over there. That's for sure.
Yeah. So I don't. Yeah. That whole. What's his name? Liam Cohen. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's. Anytime you use your kids like that, I'm automatically like, you fucking asshole.
Liam.
Yeah, that's just fucking with karma right there. Don't tell somebody your kids are sick.
Yeah,
anyway.
That's ugly. To me, that was ugly shit. Yep. But I can say, I'm kind of in the middle with his offensive skills. The Bucks did well the last 2 years under him.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I mean, last year Goddard went out. Mike Evans was out for a little while.
Godwin.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Godwin. Evans was out for a little while. And they still kind of kept rolling.
Can I tell you my biggest, I think who contributed the most to that offense succeeding this season was the maturity of Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, I mean, turned his whole freaking career around in Tampa. And it showed this year, man.
It did.
Well, I think he took definitely more of a leadership role with that offense this year, and you can see it. He's that type of guy where he's going to he's a fighter.
Yeah.
He doesn't like to lose. He's one of those guys that hey, if we're gonna, run a reverse, I'm gonna get on the outside and make a block. He's gonna fight all the way to the end. If he's carrying a ball and it's 5 yards to the end zone,
shoulders going down.
He's not sliding. That dude's going head in, and he's going to try to take somebody's head off.
I think when he was in Cleveland, he was kind of more Hollywood. I mean, he had fucking State Farm commercials. I mean, he was on more commercials than he was on the field.
Those commercials are great.
Yeah, they were great.
They was awesome commercials.
But who was his wide receiver?
Don't know.
Yes, you do. He was on the Dolphins team this year.
Oh, he had Odell and Landry.
Yeah, he had Odell.
Yeah, and he had them LSU boys.
Yeah.
So, and I think a lot of things that happened with Baker Mayfield he was trying to please Odell all the time, and you saw this year with Josh Allen once when Diggs left, right? Josh Allen now can play quarterback. He can make his reads. He could throw to the open wide receiver and not having to worry about Diggs getting upset that he's not getting the damn ball.
I was triple covered. Why don't you throw it to me?
Yeah.
I agree. That's one reason I say if Tyreek Hill want to leave my Dolphins, as badly as I would hate to see him leave, I would love to see the progress of Tua. Because Tua only had, under McDaniels, he's only had Tyreek Hill. And if Tyreek Hill don't get the ball, he's calling his agent at halftime.
Well, but Tyreek Hill had one of the best seasons last year. I mean, he was going for 2,000 yards in receiving last year. So I don't know. That's a whole nother issue, man. We'll see what happens with that. I don't know if Tyreek. I mean, where's he going to go? Back to Kansas City? Because now I hear he wants to play for a Super Bowl.
I'll take him in Green Bay tomorrow.
He won't be as fast in the cold.
True. Just stay with Miami. and build that team into a Super Bowl team. That's what I think. And it's time to get Tua. Good, bad, and different. I'm not a big fan of Tua. Not a big fan of Tua. I think we need to look for our franchise quarterback, and I don't think Tua's the guy. I really don't. I'm a big Dolphin fan, been a Dolphin fan all my life, but he ain't the guy.
Cam Ward, baby.
What was that?
Cam Ward, baby.
No, you don't think so, Dave?
He's gonna go full RG3 and just be injury prone. He ain't built like that.
Who, Cam Ward?
Yeah, I've never been a fan. I don't know. I'm talking shit too. It's like saying LeBron's the greatest ever.
He is the greatest ever. He is the greatest ever.
Don't start that shit. Don't start this shit today.
Damn with Jordan. It's LeBron.
Oh, Jesus.
Listen, LeBron was in the latest Space Jam movie. So what does that tell you?
He's trying to emulate Jordan.
Hey, speaking of basketball players, I said, that on one of our things, I thought Kobe Bryant was the best basketball player ever.
You also said that he was a helicopter parent.
Yeah, I was going to ask, was he flying the helicopter that hit the airplane the other day?
Damn, man. Yeah, leave Kobe alone, man. Let Kobe be, baby. And truth to be told, I became a Kobe fan after he passed. I wasn't a big Kobe fan while he was living. But after he passed, I'm like, damn, he was that good, huh?
He was something, man.
So what do you think about that? Now that you brought that up here, about the American airline crash?
That was ugly, bro. Dude,
yeah.
It was.
Have you guys seen the computer generated like the airplane, and they did like a cartoon? They showed where the helicopter was right up under, just a little bit.
Yeah, you can catch it on YouTube.
Oh wow, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's ugly.
Man, it's all kind of things going on around here with the Philly crash, the American airline crash.
I just saw on Twitter or X, whatever you want to talk about. I was watching it last night. It showed a video of like a plane just in a full nosedive right behind another plane, just into the ground.
There's a Philly. There's a Philly.
Yeah. Oh, was it? I thought this one said it was in Alaska. It happened. Like it was a naval, like a Air Force jet. I could be wrong, maybe.
I didn't see that, but I saw it was a medical plane with people on it.
Yeah.
That took a nosedive.
Yeah.
And they say that just took off.
Yep.
Well, check out this news clip real quick.
First responders on the scene of a plane crash in the Potomac River. The FAA confirming an American Airlines flight from Wichita, Kansas was trying to land at Reagan Washington National Airport when it hit a Black Hawk helicopter.
A warning, this report from David Blevins contains images some viewers may find distressing from the outset, including the moment of the crash.
Just 30 seconds after takeoff, a medical transport jet crashed to the ground in a bowl of fire. The plane had a child patient and 5 others on board.
First to runway 24, what's going on down there?
We have a lost aircraft. We're not exactly sure what happened, so we're trying to figure it out.
It was only afloat for a very short period of time before something went terribly wrong and it crashed. Investigators are poring over the crash site right now. Further updates will be provided as soon as they are available, but I want to be clear that we will find a cause for this tragedy.
What do you guys think about that? They're saying that our FAA director, Michael Whitaker, has a big role to play in these plane crashes lately, mainly because he has no FAA experience. He's never flown a plane. He's never been in the military. He's never worked on a plane. He's never been behind the scenes on a plane. He doesn't know anything. Just Joe Biden announced him as the new FAA director. We want a director, right, that's going to keep our planes safe, keep us safe up in the air. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, yeah, you figure there'd have to be some kind of aviation experience somewhere. I mean, I'm not going to be jumping. Hey, we got to wrap this podcast up. I got to get to the tower, man. I got to land some goddamn planes. Let's see what I can do. I'm bored. Let's try it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's not something I want to do. You know, I don't want to be on a plane knowing that I don't know, that we're just not safe as we used to be.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? I mean, this seems to be happening a lot. You know what I mean? A lot. I mean, like you said, we had the Black Hawk hit the American Airlines. We had the plane crash in Philly that was a medical plane carrying a patient. And Dave, you just said something about Alaska. We had a nosedive plane over there, right?
Yeah, I
So,
could
I
have been
mean,
wrong. Maybe I saw the wrong thing. Maybe it was somebody reporting from Alaska. It was 5:30 this morning when I was looking at it, so I wasn't fully awake yet. So cannot confirm that one, but I'll do some research.
You know, there was a plane in Alaska that went down, I think like a week ago, but the pilot parachuted out.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like a week ago. I remember. I watched the news like a 75-year-old man, retired 75-year-old man. It was about a week ago. A military plane crashed, but the pilot survived.
So supposedly, well, not supposedly, but Trump is saying that one of the problem is DEI.
I can't figure that out. I can't wrap my head around what the fuck he's trying to say.
So I guess this DEI thing, which I just recently started hearing about. I'm an old man. I don't know what the hell's going on in the world. But it's supposedly where I don't know how to say this without being
trying to say too many black people.
Well, so
what?
That's what he's saying.
They're
use your words.
You can do it. You can do it. I mean, put it together. Put it together.
But anyways,
you know.
So supposedly, this DEI thing is where people who are, I guess, non-white will get an opportunity to
say black on the show
to get jobs. Well, it's not just black people; it's black, Hispanics, anybody other than white.
I think females come in that too, fall in that category. I think women fall in that category also.
And they get the opportunity to get those jobs ahead of people that are more qualified, and therefore, that's why we're kind of seeing some of the things that are happening on with in the aviation field. But the DEI thing is, a California thing. I think that's where it started and it came from, and so there's a lot of talk about, is this the right way to go and things like that. And, Trump's going to get backlash on it because of the fact that, he's saying it out loud. He doesn't really agree with it. The best qualified people should get the job. I feel the same way. It doesn't. And can we just get away from fucking black and white? Can we just get back to being American people, and who's ever qualified best for the job gets the damn job? I am so sick of race playing a part in everything that goes on in this damn country, man.
You just offended like 6 million millennials, dude. You just hurt people's feelings. You piece of shit.
Thank you. And I am not apologizing for that shit either, because I am so sick of everything that happens in the news or happens that goes on in this country. We have to turn it into a black and white issue, a Hispanic issue, whatever. We are American people, man. We live in this country because obviously we were born here, raised here. And if you do come from other countries to live here and you do it the right way, that's awesome. But at the end of the day, we are all humans, man. We are human, and if I cut my skin, if Keith cuts his skin, hey, we're gonna bleed red. It ain't gonna bleed a different color. You know what I'm saying? So, man, can we just get rid of this? I would just like to go to where we can just, everybody gets a fair opportunity. Doesn't matter if you're black or white. If you're qualified for the position, you get the position. Yeah. And it would take a lot of all of this BS bullshit out of what's going on in the news and things like that.
Yeah, they definitely try and trigger people with the black, white. They tried to do it in the freaking national championship game with Freeman. Just something as not important as a football game. you're the first African American coach to coach, and he would shut that shit down like, I'm a football coach.
Yeah,
take that shit. Yeah, I agree with you 100%, Wally.
We just got to get. And you know what's funny is up until 2020, I thought this country was going in the right direction when it came to that. And then 2020 happened, man, and then you had the COVID crap and all this stuff, and next thing you know, it's Black Lives Matter. No, everybody lives matter, dude. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a Black Lives Matter. And dude, don't get me wrong. I know there's been a lot of issues in the Black communities, especially when it comes to police, the way they're treated, things that go on that I don't agree with. And yes, those things need to change. Hell, have y'all seen the O.J. Simpson thing on Netflix? The new series out?
I have not.
Is that a new series, or that's one they just brought back?
The last one I saw was with
5 years ago.
Jr.
No, it's a new series. I mean, they go pretty in depth with stuff, and they bring up the Rodney King thing and how the L.A. cops were beating Black people and stuff, and a lot of Black people were treated wrong and things like that. Yes, that shit has to stop. I mean that's uncalled for. Nobody wants to see that happen, right?
Yep.
But I since then, I think I think that was in 1992, right? That the Rodney King happened and the riots and stuff happened in 92. I think since then this country has gone in the right direction, and then for whatever reason in 2020 it was like reverted back to Black people being mistreated and things like that, and I'm like, man, I don't believe that. But anyways, let's just get back to
people got bored and they needed something to do. They needed to justify themselves. They needed to label themselves. They need to figure something out because they were just sitting around doing nothing. I think that's a big part of it.
Sorry, Jay. I hate to say it, the in our generation, what's the most we were ever united?
Yes.
September 12th, 2001.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Without a doubt. We were locked in. We're fucking white, Black, Hispanic. You're here.
Oh, we were Americans.
Yes, we were Americans. So
yeah, and then since then, man, it's after 2020, and to me that was a Democratic Republican thing. It was more about votes and things like that, and it just kind of flipped everything upside down. And man, I just want to get back to when we're back to September 12th, 2001, and let's just get back to being Americans, man, and help support each other, man. And like I said, the best person that's qualified for the position gets a job. It doesn't matter what color their skin are. I mean, my oldest daughter is half Black. I've got 2 kids that are half Hispanic. Like, it doesn't matter, man. We're all humans, man, and let's get back to doing the right thing and treating people the right way. And I think all this shit will take care of itself.
Mr. Washington, you've emphasized your time as CEO of the Denver airport, 20 months.
This is Ted Cruz.
You ever flown a plane?
Thank you for the question, Senator. No, I have never flown a plane.
So you weren't a military pilot or a commercial airline pilot?
No, Senator.
Have you ever worked for an airline?
No, Senator.
Have you ever worked as an air traffic controller?
No, Senator.
You ever worked for a company that manufactures airplanes?
No, Senator.
You ever worked for a company that fixes airplanes?
No, Senator.
So for 20 months, you've been in charge of the Denver airport. You're in charge of the airport's buildings, correct?
I am in charge of everything that goes on at that airport.
Okay. I believe your record is woefully lacking. And in fact, you have 0 aviation safety experience. And I don't believe you'll have the votes for confirmation.
So what they're saying is that Joe Biden, he's picked these FAA directors that are not qualified. Again, it's because of race. This FAA director, Michael Whitaker, was a Black man, and that's why he was chosen, not for his skill. Now, to me, race shouldn't have a play in that. It should be, look, none of us here are qualified to be a FAA director at all, regardless of our race, right? we got to have some sort of background to be able to have these type of jobs.
Well, if you go back to the Biden administration, when he was running to become the president, one of the things that he said that my vice president is going to be black. So you've already taken half the candidates out right then to be the vice president, whether they were qualified or not, because you came out and said, and not only just black, he said it was going to be a black female. So
he did that for votes. He literally not. I'm not going to say I'm a Democrat. I'm not, but I wasn't the biggest Biden.
Get off the show. Get off the show. That's it. You're done. You're done.
Not because you're black, because you're an asshole.
I wasn't the biggest Biden fan, but he pulled that card to pull women, and black people votes. He did that. That was like his Trump card.
Trump card, yeah,
to beat Trump.
How did that work out for him at the end of it, man? I mean,
shot himself in the foot is what he did.
It didn't work out for him at all, man, because
I wasn't the biggest Biden fan.
She was one of the worst vice presidents, man, we've ever had in this country, man. So I mean, like I said, man, it goes right back to the point I was trying to, say, earlier. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, Hispanic. If you're qualified for the job and you're the best person for that job, you should get to that job. And we shouldn't eliminate candidates from being able to apply for those positions and go out for those positions, because it almost goes back to it's the opposite, or it's kind of the same thing as the good old boy thing where you hired people because you knew who they were and they were your best friends and things like that.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, my guy. Sorry.
Nepotism.
Hit the wrong button, guys. Hit the wrong button, guys.
Nepotism.
I remember, talking, kind of piggybacking on what Wally was saying about black, white, being qualified, and people being pussies about shit and just getting offended. I remember Trump's first term. I was on Facebook and I was like, it just occurred to me, this is my kid's first white president. Because it was Obama before that. So I made a joke on Facebook and everybody was like, you're a racist son of a bitch. I'm like, I'm just trying to be funny. I thought it was a good joke. I voted for Obama.
Well, you can't. Well, that's the problem with the comedians these days, right? I mean, that's why they're so, they can't go on stage and talk about certain things because people get offended.
Yeah.
People are so easily butthurt these days because of their feelings.
Cancel culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like,
Absolutely.
damn. I mean,
everybody's woke these days. Everybody's woke, so everybody wants to look at David's face. He's like, "What? I hate woke. I hate that word too. I hate it. But that's what it is. I mean, this is what they're saying. This is a woke company or country, and we have to abide to other people's feelings, which I don't agree with. Because you and your feelings is your problem, and me and my feelings are my problem. I shouldn't have to cater myself around you.
But does that hurt? Black Hispanics that are qualified for those positions? I mean, so they're not able to go into a interview and be tested on the same levels as each other now. They automatically kind of get a head start, right? So is that actually fair for them too? To me, I don't think so, because I think they want to be judged and interviewed and on the same level as everybody else,
based on their qualifications.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't know, man. I just, like I said, man, just let's just get back to being one country. This is a melting pot country. We have people from all over the world that comes to this country, and a lot of people, obviously our education system isn't the greatest.
What?
So I mean, you got other people, other people come from different countries that have better educations.
I don't know. I think we're pretty smart on this show. That's what I think.
I mean,
we were well educated, weren't we?
I feel like a doctor.
Thank you, doctor.
I mean, yeah, hanging out with one of us four, yeah, you probably should.
Listen, back to what Jay had said. Back to what Jay had said. I couldn't step in a traffic control tower and land a plane. I am, however, arrogant enough to think I can do it.
Right.
I got this.
Yeah, but I mean, we're hiring the wrong people for the wrong jobs, and exactly what Wally said. It's we're hiring on race. We're not hiring on qualification, and this guy
and gender
is not qualified, and could possibly the theory is, or the conspiracy theory is, that he could be part of the reason why this crash happened between the Black Hawk and the American Airlines plane.
Listen, man, if people that are qualified are crashing planes now, no better time for us to start, right? If we land one successfully, I mean,
just one.
I'm going to retire right there. I'm 100%. My safety record cannot be fucked with.
Question: before that plane crash in Washington D.C. this week, who all knew the damn FAA director's name?
Nobody did.
Nobody
I
did.
had no idea. Who he was until Ted Cruz crucified him on the panel.
Listen, I fly a lot, and it never crossed my damn mind who was leading the FAA. Not one time.
Every time I fly, the only time I get nervous is, all right, we're making our descent into Tampa International. I'm like, we made it this far. Please land this motherfucker.
You know what?
And then I go full, I think it's a white thing. I high five the captain when we get off the plane. I'm like, good fucking job. Thank you.
I say thank you. Because they always stand there like, hey, how you doing? Have a great day.
Enjoy your trip.
I make sure to say thank you to the captains every time.
Yep, me too.
Yeah, you have to. I think you have to. I mean, you don't want a captain that's hung over the next day, you know?
People tell me all the time, they say, because I fly a lot. so they say, safe travels. I'm praying for your flight. Nah, bitch, pray for the pilot.
Yeah.
Pray for the pilot. Make sure
I need one person to be healthy, have a good night's sleep on that plane. Everybody else, I don't fucking care.
Motherfucker, don't pray for me. I'll be okay as long as the pilot is good, okay? Have you ever seen that movie with Denzel Washington and he was hot?
What was that? What movie?
Oh, yeah.
There's a movie with Denzel Washington. It was a true story, too.
The one where he was drinking all the time?
Yeah, drunk and high.
I'm drunk now.
Yeah, flying that plane drunk.
Yep.
Yeah, I just think that you got to have people that are qualified for their jobs. I mean, we have our own jobs, right? We're qualified. Not everybody can do what we do, but sometimes we place people into that position, and you're kind of like, what the hell? Why is this guy here? We have the same thing in our government. We have the same thing in our just in this country. This is happening on a regular, and we need to go back to what Wally was saying, that we get the qualified people in the positions that they need to be able to run this country or run our in this case, our airplanes.
Yep.
Well, I also heard that there's a shortage of air traffic controllers.
That's been for
the most stressful job.
So supposedly during this accident, that air traffic controller was doing double duty when that incident happened with the helicopter. So, I mean, once again, we got to figure out a way to make sure that we have enough people in the positions to handle everything, and make sure that we have the right people in those positions to be able to do their job.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely a job you want somebody to make sure they've had enough rest. They're 100% focused 100% of the time.
Exactly.
Right.
Yep. That's what we say. That's what we say in our industry, every day.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing.
The same thing.
Yeah.
Exactly the same thing.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
This is our.
You exist in the context.
That's the vice president that Mr. Biden had.
Thank God that's over and done with. So we're moving on. We're moving on.
We don't have to hear that laugh anymore.
That cackle.
Yeah.
So annoying. All right, gentlemen. What's that?
She was pretty.
Who's pretty?
Our vice president. She was pretty.
Ex-vice president.
I can't. I'm not going to agree to that.
She wasn't bad looking. She wasn't bad looking.
She was good looking.
She wasn't bad looking. I would take her out.
Maybe when she opened her mouth, this would make her unattractive.
Well, when she starts laughing, that's when when you're at the dinner table the first night, you make a joke and she starts laughing, and then you're like, Okay.
Yeah, not gonna happen here.
There's other people in this restaurant. Shut up.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just never could find her attractive at all. I think that every time that she opened her mouth was annoying, and had no interest in listening to anything she had to say.
Well, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of intelligent things.
So when we think about
Let's
what's
see.
at stake in this election, whoa, it's packed with some stuff.
Her laugh, I can't at all.
All
right.
There's a lot of pretty women that are stupid as shit. So
That makes me. I'm glad DC said that, not Wally. Because I love you women.
Love them too.
We love all women. Women,
See,
subscribe.
David loves them too, but he'll tell you they're still stupid.
Yeah.
Well, David has no problem telling anybody they're stupid. Doesn't matter who they are.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't care. Doesn't matter.
That's very true. That's very true.
Yeah, David just has no shame in his game.
But yeah.
Keith. Oh, Keith. Did you just get excited?
What I do?
This is a theme song for Captain America.
Yes, Lord, I'm excited.
Are you excited about Captain America Brave New Heart?
What?
Is it getting the right Brave New World, excuse me. Brave New World. Is it getting the right attention? I'm hearing a lot of negative attention on this movie, Keith. I know you're a huge Avenger fan. I know that Dave and Keith are about to nerd the hell out right about now.
Nerd talk.
Marvel.
Nerd talk.
But let's talk about this. I know this is a big deal to you, Keith. Let's talk about it. What do you think about this upcoming movie, Captain America: Brave New Heart, with Anthony Mackie as Captain America, not Chris Evans?
Jay, you should have had this segment brought to you by Virgins.
All right. You know, Dave and I are rare oddities where we actually like, well, no, I'm not going to speak for Dave. I actually like the concept of Anthony Mackie is playing Captain America because he's Captain America, but he's not really Captain America. Because if you read the comic book, Captain America did die. And he handed the shield over to, what's the guy, Anthony Mackie's character's name before he was Captain America? Wingman or something.
Falcon.
Yep. Falcon. Right? And I'm watching the trailers, bro, and his Falcon suit came with some upgrades for this movie. You know, he's knocking people down just with wind and shit from the wings. You know, I think he has to constantly tell people that he's Captain America. I don't think they're giving him the respect. And a lot of people hating on him because he's a black Captain America.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. I think a lot of people don't like that we have a black Captain America now.
And
what do you think, Dave?
I think that's 100% it, man. You've messed with people, and now you're like, oh, it's kind of like what we were talking about earlier. You know, it's black Captain America. That's not my America.
Yeah,
but I think it's the older people though, because I actually did a deep dive on this one.
Okay,
I actually did a deep dive, and all the millennials, man, they loving it. I think the movie is gonna do better than some of the people saying it's gonna do, because the millennials are loving it.
I think it's gonna be great.
They know the storyline. My old ass know the storyline. That's only because I'm a nerd. I'm a Marvel nerd.
Well, what about people like Wally and myself that don't know the comic book? You know, and I've only seen a couple of these movies. I don't know what's going on. All of a sudden, you know, Chris Evans was Captain America, and now he's not.
I'll be honest. There's zero reason for you to not know what's going on. Disney Plus has it laid out the whole fucking timeline.
Yeah,
you can watch everyone in order.
I was going to say it take about 6 hours of watching, but if you go watch, you don't have to watch the entire movie. But if you watch the last 20 minutes of Endgame,
yeah,
it starts off there. It starts off in the last 20 minutes of Endgame when Captain America gave the shield to Falcon because he felt like he was worthy, because Captain America himself, the original Chris Evans character, feels that Captain America is more than just somebody wearing a suit. So to make that even more evident, they came out with Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And
This is a perfect example of DEI.
If you go back to Falcon and Winter Soldier, Falcon and Winter Soldier, there was a white guy that the president picked to be Captain America. And he was evil. So that's why Falcon took the fucking shields and damn it, Cap trusted me. I'm gonna do it.
Yep. And that guy that the president picked looked fucking ridiculous as Captain America.
He did.
Well, didn't something similar in Star Wars happen like that? There was a Jedi that. Yeah. So it's not the first time this has happened in movies where.
Oh, you being funny for real? You were.
No, I'm trying to be funny. No, I'm trying to be for real. Like I'm trying. No, I'm saying.
I'm a Star Wars nerd too. So you're trying to say Anakin Skywalker was chosen? He was chosen, but if you look at the whole series of Star Wars, Anakin Skywalker was chosen, but it wasn't him. He was chosen because his seed was going to be the savior.
Oh, that's way too deep. That's way too deep for me.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about right now.
Because Anakin Skywalker later on went to the dark side, became Darth Vader. But before he became Darth Vader, he had twin babies. One of the twin babies was a boy. Everybody know the boy's name, the most famous Jedi of all, Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
So yes, he was the chosen one, but it wasn't him. Yoda knew it wasn't him from when he was a child. Yoda said, "I don't know about this one." So, as my Yoda voice, but it was his son Luke that came and saved the galaxy. I'm a nerd about this shit, dog.
Keith, I don't want to interrupt this. I know we got a great nerd out conversation happening right now, but I got something for you, Dave. You ready? Joining us live on YouTube is Grayson. He says hi.
What's up, Grayson, my man? Welcome back.
Grayson
I'd like to
is
apologize.
back. Grayson is back. I guess you didn't offend him that bad.
Grayson's my guy, man. He's our number one listener.
He is our number one.
How many comments we have?
We have 1, 2, 3. We have 4 comments. Grayson says hi. We have one that says her laugh was very annoying. So I guess that's talking about the Kamala Harris, and also says that she is pretty. We also have 5 viewers right now watching us live. 5. So
I see 4 of us right here.
Welcome. If you're watching, make sure you like and subscribe. Put us on all your social media feeds.
Hell yeah. Look for us on Instagram. We're going to post some stuff there. Just look for the FLA Trash Talkers. That's all we got to do, man. Watch us.
One of my Domino's friends, she just texted me on Domino's saying, "I'm watching live, guys. You guys sounded great." She put in the chat, tuned in.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, be sure to tell all your coworkers, your family, friends, all that, man. Let's get it going.
Yeah, let's get this going. I mean, we want some subscribers, so make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like. All right, I guess we got some feedback there. Someone's listening to us live.
Wall Raven trying to figure out technology.
Yeah, that's the reason I didn't log in. When I tried to log into YouTube to see who was on, it was some crazy feedback, so I cut it off real quick.
All right, so back to the Marvel movie. What do you guys think about Harrison Ford being the Red Hulk? The Red Hulk, kind of interesting.
Too damn old, but General Ross is always older too, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Leia says, "What's up?" Her name is Leia, like Princess Leia from Star Wars, and she just told us that she subscribed.
Yes,
thank you, Leia.
Thank you, Leia. Thank you, Leia.
If you're 18, if you can put a Princess Leia bikini on, I'm not mad.
Leia,
don't get us in trouble on our
force
show.
Is strong within her.
Smoke show.
So what do you think about that Red Hulk? What do you think about that Red Hulk? Oh, Jesus.
This show's going off the tracks real quick.
Yeah, we go off the track.
4 listeners and we lose our mind.
Be the promo. That's got to be next week's promo.
I think we're all. I've never seen a bunch of guys excited that we have freaking 5 people listening to us right now. We're like, oh man, we're actually doing something.
There's a real life girl listening to us. Oh my god.
I'm gonna way to go, Alfie boy.
Oh, but Harrison Ford playing the Red Hawk, General Ross. I want to see where this goes. I mean, I'm such a fucking nerd for this shit.
David Leia says she's 33 years old.
Ooh, I mean, we sending the Princess Leia bikini right now.
Okay, go back to the Red Hulk.
Yeah, way off the tracks here. Way off the tracks here.
I think Harrison Ford is a good pick, but not the best pick. I off the top of my head, I can't think of anybody else that I would like better. The only thing is, if this grows legs, and I know Red Hulk is all CGI, but if this grows legs, who the hell going to Harrison Ford
the whole Hulk is CGI.
Yeah, the whole Hulk is CGI. So, but if this grows legs, because I haven't seen anything. I'm sure it's going to be at the last 5 minutes of Brave New World, but it's got to be a Hulk coming. You can't have the Red Hulk without the Green Hulk.
Yeah,
I've never seen the Red Hulk fight Captain America before.
That'll definitely be a one. Obviously, all Marvel movies, nobody leaves till the credits are over. So you're right, Keith. There could be something, if not in the very end of the movie, at the end of the credits where Banner walks in or something.
What do you think about all this, Wally?
You're asking the wrong person. I have no idea. I'm clueless when it comes to this kind of stuff.
He just figured out what Ninja Turtles are.
Yeah, well, I've seen. Yeah, let's not even go there. Okay, yeah, but yeah, no. I'm. Hey, this is y'all's segment. Y'all have fun with it. I'm listening. I'm gonna learn something today.
Yeah, and speaking, Harrison Ford. I think Harrison Ford playing a president. He's done it in the past. Air Force One was a great movie.
Oh yeah, he was a good president in that movie.
Think about it. Harrison Ford played president of Air Force One 30 years ago. And he was old then.
I don't know why you got to say it like that. It makes me feel old.
30 years ago. I thought that movie came out a couple years ago.
Well, I'll say Harrison Ford
was
one
90s.
One of
Jesus Christ.
the best American actors of all time.
Oh, great.
He's Indiana Jones.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Solo.
He's Han Solo, bitch.
He's Han Solo.
Yeah.
He's Han Solo. I've never watched Indiana Jones in my life, but I've watched every Star Wars 20 times.
See, Keith.
This is a second reason why you have to leave this show now.
Keith, I'll never
Democrat
hate you.
and no Indiana Jones.
I'll never hate Keith because he's black. I will hate him for what he just said.
I never got into Indiana Jones ever.
Really?
I just it didn't appeal to me.
Listen, Wally, Keith, y'all are about to have a date night with a lot of pizza, a lot of movies. You got some catching up, so you could be on me and Jay's level here.
Now, the only one that I was interested in seeing because he was kind of hot, not like hot as
whoa. Hang on. Where's this conversation going? We're going way off the field.
He was a rising star, celebrity at the time. The one we had Shia LaBeouf played in it. Didn't Shia LaBeouf play Indiana Jones movie one time?
Oh yeah,
he was in the movie. Yeah, he was in the movie. Yeah,
that's the only one I was ever interested in watching.
And that one sucked.
He was a rising star. No, he definitely fell off his rocker after that.
Yeah, he fell off. I haven't seen him since.
Yeah, because he was already in Transformers and all that crap. So
yeah, I'm telling you, Indiana Jones never appealed to me. Dun, 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 dun. I'm like, man, fuck. Go
sounds like it appealed to you. You know the theme.
Yeah, I mean, you know the damn song.
The movie as old as me.
Okay. What about Clear and Present Danger? I mean,
that was great. That was a great movie. That was a great movie.
One.
I mean,
I didn't know Wally knew anything outside of sports. I'm glad he's seen a movie or two in his life. Throwing out movies, but then again, he is throwing movies out from 20, 30, 40 years ago. He's not throwing recent movies out. Nothing
recent, man. I'll tell you right now.
Last movie I saw was in 1984.
Hey, I'll tell you this much. I don't think music. I don't think movies. I don't think anything like that can compare to what we grew up watching back in the day. I'm sorry. I think we grew up in a time where we were able to listen to some of the best music and was able to see some of the best movies that were ever made. I don't know if they're going to come. The way things are going right now. When was the last time you went to a movie theater to watch a movie?
2 weeks ago.
You would.
couple of months ago, I watched the new Ghostbusters.
That's because you have kids. Yeah, because you have kids. That's
we saw the new Ghostbusters, the new not Die Hard movie. What's the one with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence?
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys. That's down in Miami. Once again, how do you forget shit that happens down in Miami?
That's the last movie I saw because I was in New Orleans. I saw that movie actually on Canal Street.
I like Canal Street. I like that area.
Great movie with Harrison Ford from back in the day. Is was it The Fugitive? Harrison Ford, Tommy.
Oh my God,
Tommy Lee Jones, and
I didn't kill my wife.
Yeah, and then
I don't care.
Another one that was great that was on TV the other day. Tommy Lee Jones, Robert Downey Jr., Wesley Snipes, U.S. Marshals.
That's the Fugitive Part 2.
That's another good one. Yeah, that's another
Fugitive
good one.
Part 2.
Yep. To Wally's point, man, they don't make movies like that anymore.
It's hard to find.
It's all CG. It's all CG. Harrison Ford now is not Harrison Ford. He's the Hulk.
Well,
they're doing their so a lot of actors are getting upset because they're actually with AI and CG. They're able to impose their faces into movies. So have you seen the Irishman with Al Pacino? They're able to de-age them. Right. So now they can kind of do that. And they're doing that more and more in movies and getting to the point where actors are not as needed anymore because they have stock files of what these actors looked like back then and now, and actually can use just pay a guy $50,000 to walk around on the set and then impose that guy's face on there.
But if you put my face on somebody, don't I have to give you permission?
They already signed their permission once they became an actor.
Oh, wow.
They signed the contract.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, once you're a public figure, you're kind of you're subject
like
to anything.
right now, we can take Wally's face and we can just stick him on your head, Keith.
Is Real Madrid doing something good, Wally?
Or you're jerking off a ghost?
No, I'm watching Arsenal's beating Man City right now.
Okay.
Nobody cares.
2 minutes in the game.
I'm gonna nerd out again. There's another movie I know nobody else seen this movie, but David and I. The Flash. And
I've seen that movie. The one where he goes into the parallel dimension and sees Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
What the fuck?
And then George Clooney at the end of the movie comes out as Batman too. Yeah, I remember that.
But if you notice, he probably saw 8, 9, 10 different fucking Batmans, right? They even played the old Bruce Ward Batman. And from the golly gee, Batman. Pow! Zia! Yeah, that shit. And from what I understand, that they didn't have permission for him either. He's dead now. Burt Ward, I said. He's dead now, but his estate didn't sign off for him, but they showed his likeness in that movie because he was a form of a Batman at a point. And there was a ton of people I heard didn't sign off. They broke all kind of barriers in that fucking movie.
I like it.
Well, I going back to, movies today compared to what we grew up watching. I don't think there's that artistic. The movies today aren't very well written, and they don't come up with any really new ideas anymore. You see that they're going more back to comic books and stuff that were written in the 70s, and they're coming out with movies now. Because they're not creative enough to come up with.
They ran out of ideas.
Yeah, exactly.
They ran out of ideas. We're rebooting or comic books or we're kind of rewriting something that we saw 20, 40 years ago.
But I disagree with the creativity. Yeah, they might they're taking older stories, but they add in modern day technology to them. Have you seen the trailer for the new goddamn Superman coming out? It looks phenomenal.
There's a super dog.
Yes. This is the first time with the technology we have they can have a super dog.
I don't want no super dog in Superman.
Super dog was in the damn cartoon. Listen, in the comic books.
James Gunn does a lot of good shit with those movies, man. I was happy he was doing it. I love Henry Cavill as Superman, but he's kind of a douchebag too, where he's like, I'm too good for this shit.
And he's getting older,
Yeah,
he's getting older. They got to swap him out, just like George Clooney. They had to swap George Clooney out for this new dude playing Batman. Yep. But the technology,
great.
The technology.
They swapped George Clooney out because he was the worst Batman.
Oh, I beg to differ, bro. I think
Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton all the way.
He was my favorite Batman. Michael Keaton is like 5'7".
Christian Bale dethroned Michael Keaton in my
Christian Bale was the best Batman.
Yes,
without a doubt.
Pretty good. Yeah, he was pretty good.
There's no question. There's no
Who's
question.
a better Joker? Who's a better Joker? Jack Nicholson or Heath Ledger?
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger. Yeah,
Heath Ledger.
100%.
Yeah, well, he's not around anymore. So.
Well,
Yeah,
we'll be sure to get his permission from his estate.
Yeah, but with today's technology, they're going back to comic books that I read back in the freaking 70s and 80s. And the stuff that we imagined in our brain that we saw and that we was reading in the comic books are now on screen.
Yeah.
Literally, the technology have matched because everybody was always in the future in the comic books. Nobody was ever 1983. It was always 2014.
Yep. So.
I agree. Well, you're listening to the Florida Trash Talkers. We got about 30 minutes left of our show, but I want to remind everybody, make sure that you follow us on Instagram. All you got to do is follow us at FLA Trash Talkers, or you can watch us every Sunday live on YouTube. All right, so we're coming to David. David, what you got for us? We want to do a fictional athlete draft. I hope everybody's ready with their draft picks. I'm ready.
I'm not. Asshole.
Yeah. So
well, you've had 4 days to figure this out.
4 days is okay.
That was 4 days, 36 bottles of Tito's ago.
No, it was Friday night when we talked about this.
What did you do all day Friday night and all day Saturday? Tito's.
No, I was busy doing other things. Thank you, but anyways,
couldn't take 5 minutes to do a.
I'm gonna get through this.
Listen, if it was soccer, he would have stopped everything he was doing and picked his draft pick for soccer.
Right.
All right, I'll get through it.
So I was just kind of thinking, with it being the Super Bowl coming up, the end of the season, the Senior Bowl, all that stuff happening, people trying to raise their draft status, just stuff like that. So I was like, man, I was watching all these sports movies. I know we're all big sports fans. I was like, who are the best movie or TV athletes? So I figured we'd just do a draft top 5, pick one coach, fictional, obviously. And then I've got a bunch of sports written out here. I don't know what game they're going to play.
That's what I was going to ask. What game are we playing? We're all football fans on this podcast. So I would say we're going to play football.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So we're doing football.
You want to do football? Okay.
Football. All right. And then we're going to pick so how's this work? So we're going to line everybody up, right? Everybody has their pick, from my understanding, Dave. And if Keith picks somebody, that person's off the table.
Exactly. So,
all right. So,
yep. And so while we were talking earlier, I had all 4 of our names in a hat, and I kind of just stirred them around, or not hat, this little cup that's right here.
If your name first, you cheated, motherfucker.
It's not, actually. So with the first pick, Keith, second pick.
Oh, you didn't cheat at all. Good job.
No, second pick, Jay. Third pick will be Wally, and I came out 4th.
So he either cheated to get the first or last pick, one of the two, right?
And we're just gonna go. We're gonna 1 through 4. It's not gonna be like fantasy draft style where we serpentine.
Okay.
So
let's go.
And remember, we got 5 players or 5 fictional athletes and 1 fictional coach. We're gonna pick.
Do we pick the coach first, or do we pick the team first?
I have the coach last.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep. So I'll keep track of it here on my end.
All right. I'm gonna take the most notorious fictional player that's gonna be he's coming off all of y'all draft board right now. My man, Bobby Boucher. High quality H2O.
He was up there.
Bobby Boucher. All right. High
quality H2O, baby.
Nice.
All right. I got for my number one pick. It was really, really hard, but I'm going with Ricky Wild Thing Vaughn.
You son of a bitch! I had him on my board.
Wild Thing. Okay.
Down.
Wally, you are on the clock, sir.
I'm going with Rudy.
Rudy's a real person, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. But he played in the movie. Give it to him, man.
All right.
Give it to him. Give it to him. He ain't winning shit with Rudy.
All right.
The guy didn't do his research, so he can pick, I guess.
So
give him Rudy, man. Give him Rudy.
I gave it to him. I gave it to him for sure. I also had Wild Thing Vaughn on my list, not as my number one pick. I think I'm going to go. My number one pick is one of the top movie athletes of all time, Zero Quit, from Philadelphia, the Italian Stallion, Rocky Balboa.
Okay. So that's some of that.
I thought of Rocky, but I said Rocky can't goddamn block for me. Okay. Next. I'm next.
Keith, you were on the clock again.
All right. Now that I have Bobby Boucher in the linebacker position is cemented, I thought I needed a good quarterback. There's 3 good quarterbacks in the league. Oh man, I say for the best chance. No, he can only play when he's in prison. He was a replacement. I'm gonna go with Willie Beeman, baby.
Steaming Willie Beeman.
Yes, sir. Willie Beeman, baby.
The Miami Sharks.
Hey.
All right. So I too needed a quarterback. Right. We're playing football, so I'm going with Shane Falco.
Yes.
The replacements. All right, Wally, you're up.
I'm going to the linebacker position and my second pick, and I'm going to take Julius Campbell.
Ooh.
Remember the Titans.
Nice.
Titans. All right.
Nice.
All right, Keith, you're up.
Nope, I'm up.
Nope.
Oh, Dave, you're up. Sorry.
So I'm going to go, I guess I'll go football player this time too, from a classic movie that set the tone for me as a prep football player, college football player. From the movie The Program, I'm going to go Alvin Mack.
Woo, you went back, baby.
Okay.
The Program,
right.
That's 1992.
Wow.
All right.
What you got, Keith?
This is I'm going to go somewhat where you just went, right? I got a good linebacker. I got a good quarterback. I need somebody to block. So I'm going back to Billy Bob, baby.
Ooh, I like it.
Okay. All right.
Billy Bob going to protect Willie Beeman.
So I was thinking about this, and I have a good quarterback, Shane Falco. He needs someone to throw the ball to. So I'm going with Rod Tidwell from Jerry Maguire.
Oh, man. I had him on my list. Let me take him off. Damn. But I got somebody else to rival him. I have somebody to rival Rob Tidwell.
All right, Wally, what you got?
Good question. I have no freaking clue. I'm pulling this out of my
Yeah, he's got his phone out right now.
Yeah, I'm really lost. But I'm gonna go with Vince Papali from
He's just going with real people. I got you from Invincible.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah, Invincible. Yeah. Mark Wahlberg. I mean,
yeah, he's a real person.
Wahlberg.
He's a real person.
Wahlberg.
Damn, he's a real person, but I give it to him. I take it.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to show my age with my 4th pick. I'm going to go ahead and grab me a running back, turn shoe salesman.
Oh, I know who you're going with.
Bundy.
Yes. I had Al Bundy on my list too. Let me cross them off. All right. Am I go again?
Yes, sir.
All right. You took my damn Rod Tidwell off the board. So the only other person I think that could rival Rod Tidwell, I'm gonna keep it in Miami, baby. Because not only can he rival Rod Tidwell, he can catch and he can also knock your ass out. Julian Washington, baby.
Oh man. All right. I had that
one. Julian Washington, baby.
All right.
A side note, he did beat the shit out of Jamie Foxx in the movie. When that scene when they fought, that fight was real. Yeah. That fight was real. He beat the shit out of
that was a real fight.
That was a real fight. They just videoed it and made it part of the movie.
Really?
Yeah. L beat the shit out of Jamie Foxx.
I did not know that.
All right, so not a sports player, not a football player, but I think he'll do good on the team. Just needs a little coaching, and he'll do good. But I'm going to go with Benny the Jet Rodriguez from The Sandlot.
Oh, one of my favorite. Great movie.
Yes, very good movie. Wally.
All right, so I guess I need a quarterback, right? Yeah, there you go.
You're about to take my quarterback because I was going to go quarterback next too.
So I'm taking Sunshine.
Sunshine. Go ahead, bro.
Sunshine from Remember the Titans, man.
Sunshine was a real person too, but okay.
Yeah.
How is he
This is going all real. All real.
That's a true story.
All right, so I'll follow suit. I was looking at mine. I also need a quarterback. So mine's a original movie. There was a remake.
I got one. You can only take one. There's two versions of this guy. You finna say.
I'm taking the original.
You take the original. Damn.
I'm taking Burt Reynolds, Paul Crew from the.
Oh, that was just. He was going to be my backup quarterback.
That was going to be my backup because I'm a Tua fan, so I know you how important the backup is. You know what? Damn it! Since you took Paul Krug, and that's what I got.
So this is round 5, by the way. So we got
last one for everybody.
One last
one for everybody.
One last player. Shit, I thought we were.
Damn, when you took, I didn't think nobody knew about Paul Krug. I don't like the Adam Sandler version of Paul Krug. So
I think I broke his fucking neck.
I literally put on here Burt Reynolds version, Paul Krug. All right, fuck it. Since you took Burt Reynolds version of, I'm gonna go the same movie, but the newer version.
Okay. Oh, I know who you're going with.
Kickoff at Camping World Stadium at 3 p.m. It's a forecast. I got the forecast. I'll read it to you in a little bit, okay?
Okay. All right, looking forward to it.
All right. Same person, same movie, but the Adam Sandler version. If you get this man some shoes.
Willie Meggett.
Earl Meggett.
Earl, my bad.
That was Nelly, right? Nelly.
Yeah, Nelly. Can't nobody catch him, baby. Let's go.
Get the stomping in his Air Force Ones.
All right. So it was my last pick, all right? Man, who am I going to go with here? Now I have a third quarterback here, but let's see. I think I am going to go with a backup quarterback. You guys remember Paul Blake from Necessary Roughness?
Yes, sir. But his tight. Wait, was he good? His tight end was Sinbad.
Sinbad, right? That's right.
Yeah, I think it was. JG, Wally, I'm sorry, your fifth and final pick before your coach.
I love the Jeopardy music.
Willie Beeman.
I already got
Boo this man right now.
Oh, you got him?
I already got Willie Beeman, bro.
God damn it.
That was my second pick.
Oh, you're right. I knew that when I looked it up. Well, then I'm going to have to go Julian Washington, LL Cool J on NFL.
I got him too.
Oh, okay. No.
That's my fourth pick.
Oh, shit.
Weren't you paying attention? Don't you write the stuff down?
Hey, man, no. I'm too busy trying to look this shit up. What the hell am I going to do? What are you talking about, man? I'm stuck on. I told you this is going to be a bad segment for me. And then my phone just froze up.
You don't have a quarterback. Go with Paul Crew from.
No, I got Sunshine as a quarterback.
Yeah. Okay, my bad. Okay.
Yeah. God damn it. I guess I'm gonna have to go with Apollo Creed.
Ooh.
Time out.
Oh, that was a good one.
Can I suggest somebody for you? Because he don't play football, but the bitch is fast too. Willie Mays Hayes.
No, you need to shut
Willie
the fuck
Mays
up.
Hayes.
You need to shut the son of a bitch. God damn it, Keith.
I thought this was
Who do you want, Wally? I like Apollo, man.
Yeah, I like Apollo for you.
Oh, now you got him thinking.
Fuck.
I mean, Willie Mays. I mean, came through Sanford, so I mean, but I'll stick with Apollo. Obviously, somebody else had Willie Mays. That was a real person. I didn't think I could really.
Willie Mays Hayes is not a real person, bro.
Yes, he is.
Willie Mays.
No,
he's
a baseball player.
No. Yeah. He's the only person. He's the only person on your roster that's not real. He's the only fictional person on your roster. Okay.
Wesley Snipes. My bad.
Yes, Wesley Snipes is Willie Mays Hayes.
My bad. Yeah.
Willie Mays Hayes is real.
All right.
So I was going to pick him as my last pick because I needed like a receiver type person.
There you go.
Speed, but I don't want it now that Keith ruined it. I'm going to go another baseball movie though. From Bull Durham, Crash Davis.
Crash Davis. That's on my list.
Listen,
but I got my 5.
I love everybody picked. Before we go to the coach, some notables that I put on that wasn't football related was Willie Mays Hayes.
Yep.
Happy Gilmore.
Yep.
Jesus Shuttleworth.
Where's that one from? I know that one.
He's Got Game.
Yes.
Back in the 90s, that was what's the basketball player? Ray Allen.
Ray Allen with Denzel Washington.
Jesus Shuttleworth, baby. Yep. Ricky Bobby. Nobody chose
Ricky Bobby. I'm surprised no one picked that one. I thought for sure someone was going to get Ricky Bobby.
I had him. I was kind of like going by the way the list was going, trying to keep it.
And lastly, one of my favorite, I don't care for the remake because they went totally different on the remake. But Billy Ho, baby. Billy Ho.
Oh, yeah. He's on mine. He's on mine. Yeah. Billy Ho. White man can't jump.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I had Apollo Creed that I wanted to use, or if I needed to, probably he's Dottie Hinton from League of Their Own, Crash Davis, Billy Ho, Paul Crew. I also had Roy Munson from Kingpin, Scott Voss from Here Comes the Boom, and Jimmy Dix from The Last Boy Scout.
Yes.
Billy, Last Boy Scout was great.
Damn, I forgot about The Last Boy Scout.
I did too.
Damn, there's a lot of good athletes on that Last Boy Scout.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
So I was, like I said, my last pick, I went Crash Davis. I was also thinking Roy Hobbs from The Natural.
Baseball.
Roy Hobbs,
yeah. So
if you build it, they will come.
No, that was Field of Dreams.
Oh, that's
Field of Dreams, yeah.
Same shit, sticking the ball.
All right, so we're going to run our coaches out.
We are on our coaches right now. Keith, you get the first pick of your fictional coach. And then next week we'll do a lesson on the difference between fictional and non-fictional.
Yes. I'm going to pull the definition up in a second here.
Listen, I'm glad you said fictional because I was going to go with Coach Boone until I seen how Wally keep going with everybody.
Apparently it's allowed.
So I'm not going to go Coach Boone because he's a real guy. He's still alive, I believe.
Yep.
So I'm going with Tony D'Amata.
Ooh.
Son of a bitch. That was my number one. The Miami Sharks. Al Pacino.
We got two Miami guys on the same podcast.
Yeah, that's what happens. We think Miami. All right, so then if I'm up next, damn, I got two here. I'm gonna go with Jimmy Dugan, A League of Their Own.
Okay. Jimmy Dugan,
A League of Their Own. Tom Hanks.
Yeah, Tom Hanks.
Yep.
Holy crap, you knew somebody.
He just seen it on his phone.
No,
yeah, I know.
Dude,
he's going through Netflix right now going, who are all these people?
Believe it or not, Jason used to play baseball too, so he knows.
Now, I kind of think I know where Wall Raven's going to go. With.
No, you have no clue where I'm going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. My bad.
But go ahead and finish your comment.
I don't want to ruin it if you're going to pick it. I was like, you're a soccer guy. It's got to be Ted Lasso, right?
Ted Lasso.
Y'all don't be mad with me, but I've never finished watching it. I've seen like the first 3 episodes and I was done with it.
Oh no, you got to get past that, man. It's awesome. That's one of the best shows of all time.
I'm okay. Go ahead.
Get past it. You got to get continue on with it. It's one of the best series on TV. But I was going to O.J. Simpson.
Who did he coach?
For what? Yeah, who did he coach?
I don't know. He was an actor that I don't know. I didn't understand the whole concept of this whole fucking thing.
Jesus Christ.
We're not trying to build a fucking rocket. So basically, Wall Raven's going to have the first pick in next year's draft because team doesn't meet any of the fucking qualifications.
Yeah, he's gonna suck. They're gonna be out there doing cheers and shit.
But I like Ted Lasso obviously better.
Jesus.
Well, that was really fun.
So hold on, I gotta pick my coach.
Yep.
So I was going between two.
You got two good ones left on the board.
So, I mean, there's a lot of good ones that I was trying to go through. You guys, both Keith and Jay picked two of my top five. So now I've got two more that I'm thinking about.
It's two more that's on my top five too. That's
I got one left here. What you got?
I was going to go either Mr. Miyagi.
Oh,
Mr. Wait.
Well, my gut's telling me from my childhood, Emilio Estevez, Gordon Bombay.
That was the one that I had there.
Yeah.
Gordon Bombay.
That's who I'm going
right here.
I'm going Bombay.
Do you know
hockey
he was a
player?
But now you're in the Wally. Now you're in the Wally's world. He's a real guy too.
Gordon Bombay.
Gordon Bombay is not a real
That
person.
story was made after. Maybe the name is fake, but the story was made after a real coach. That the only reason he started coaching the kids, like the movie says, because the bitch had a DUI, he had to do community time.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought this was all.
No, that was a real story.
Well, if that's the truth, then I will keep. I got another one. I should say I've got either Miyagi or Danny O'Shea.
Where's Danny O'Shea from?
Danny O'Shea, Little Giants.
I never seen that either.
No. Okay, wait a second. Oh, Little Giants. No, Gordon Bombay is a fictional character from the Disney movie The Mighty Ducks.
That's what I thought.
He is. There's nothing real about him.
The story is real, but they changed the name.
Yeah, the story might be real, but no, the coach is not.
Okay.
Cool.
Notable coaches.
Gordon Bombay is a fictional character. He is not a real person. He might have been a character. Maybe several different people put into one character. They do that a lot in movies, but yeah, his Bombay was he's a fictional character. So you can keep
Bombay, Dr.
Bombay, or you can go with Little Giants.
I'm gonna go Gordon Bombay. I need a hockey coach, a tough, gritty guy.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Listen,
he'll teach you how to hit.
We left Coach Klein on the board. We left James McGurdy on the Magenti on the board.
Yeah. Wally's probably gonna pick Coach Carter.
I ain't picking shit. Hey, what was the Shaq? What was the movie with Shaq? The basketball movie that Shaq was in?
Blue Chip.
What was that?
Nick Nolte.
Nick Nolte. Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
Nick Nolte.
Gotcha.
Very good. So what are we going to do with this, Dave? We have a plan for next week, or we just going to mess around with these? So this is our team now, right? So we got to come up with a game with this team here that we have.
Yeah, so I mean, we picked football. I don't know if we can do that. I don't know. I didn't really have a plan after this. Just something fun to kind of break up the show and end it with. I think
it was great.
I'm gonna be very arrogant and say my team can beat all y'all teams' ass.
You know, I was looking at it, Keith. I was like, I think if in the sport of football, yes.
I don't know. I got Jimmy Dugan. I got Ricky Wilding. I got Shane Falco. I got Rod Tidwell. Come on, man.
You better not throw the ball because Bobby Boucher gonna tear his ass up if you try to throw the ball.
Keith, I think we'd have a hell of a matchup, man. Because I got Balboa, who can. I'd probably use him as a tight end or a block. Alvin Mack,
Adrian, they throw me the ball.
Al Bundy, Paul Crew, Crash Davis, Bombay leading the way.
I like to see my team go up against Wally's team, even though all of his guys are real.
That's why his team would win.
Yeah, I know. He's a cheat.
Come on. Anyways, all right.
Yep.
Oh,
very
man,
good.
That was awesome.
That was a fun game. That was a fun little game. I like that, Dave. Yeah, that was really good.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
That's right. So we're coming up at 12 p.m. And guess what time that means? Time to call it a day. Oh, man. I just had such a great time with you guys.
That was fun, fellas.
Great podcast.
That was awesome, guys.
Yes, it is. This is the Florida Trash Talkers. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at FLA Trash Talkers, or watch us on YouTube every Sunday or whenever you want. Just download us and watch us in the car, watch us at work, Watch us whenever you want. All right, guys, we're going to end this show up here. The last words. Keith, what'd you have? You had something about the Pro Bowl, didn't you?
Yeah, the forecast for the Pro Bowl is, let me read it for you. Go to somebody else, and I'm bringing it up right now.
I'll go with it real quick. Hell of a show, guys. I liked it.
Yep.
Had fun with all of the conversation. Just want to shout out Grayson. Welcome back. Shout out Leia. Love you guys. Thanks for listening. And tell your friends, neighbors, loved ones, people you hate. We want them all listening.
Yeah, we want them all. We want all types of attention. Wally, what do you got for your last words of the Trash Talkers show today?
Hey, looking forward to the Super Bowl coming up, man. I think it's going to be a hell of a game. Hey, let's go KC, man. Let's see that three-peat. Let's see history made.
Pete,
10-4.
You ready for us?
I'm ready. Let's go, KC. I don't want to see Philly win because they're the most not, and it's some of my closest friends are from Philly, but they're the most obnoxious bastards in the sports industry.
I'm from Philly.
My point proven. Kickoff. The sun is going to be out. It's going to be a slight overcast. A high of 79 for the kickoff of the Pro Bowl today.
All right,
nice.
Not too bad.
So that
I'm going to be at the
overcast is
Pro Bowl.
nice.
Yeah, I'm going to be at the Pro Bowl, so hopefully it's not going to be too hot. This is going to be my son's first live action football game. He's seen it on TV, but never in person. And he's not really going to see a real football game because it's flag football. God damn it. Anyway, thanks, guys. This has been a great show, great conversation. Looking forward to what we got planned for next week. That's all I got, man. You guys are awesome. Watch the Trash Talkers on YouTube. Listen to us. And subscribe and like. Make sure to hit us up on Instagram too. We're posting a lot of stuff on Instagram as well.
I can't believe you guys are gonna make me get a goddamn social media. I'm not on social media at all, but I'm gonna get an Instagram this week just for the show.
Keith, there's more on the internet than Pornhub, buddy.
I don't even have that in Florida anymore.
I know, that's bullshit.
Yeah, you can't get on Pornhub anymore.
That's a whole other topic. All right, guys.
All right, guys. Hey, thanks for everything. We will see you all